Hello everyone, and welcome to today's Daily Splat, coming to you from the outside in what is a rather overcast day here in Perth. Now then, this is the first one I've done since the Children's Theatre run. Obviously the last video that I did was in the middle of the run, you got to see backstage, and I'd like to say thank you basically to everyone involved in the run for making it so spectacularly good fun. Back to the regular business now though, of talking about things that are going on. There will be more of these now that I've got, well, the time, basically, so here we go. Starting with yesterday, I read in the West Australian newspaper that there were some people who were not exactly happy that Cate Blanchett was appearing in an advert about carbon tax. She basically appeared in this advert saying that was pro-carbon tax here in Australia, and basically saying we should all do this, and some people said, well, what right does she have to say this? You know, she's a rich actress lady. In fact, Tony Abbott, the leader of the opposition here in Australia, current leader of the Liberal Party, came out and said in Parliament that, so essentially, I can't remember the exact sentence now, which is annoying, but it was basically along the lines of, she's an actress, that was it. These are the words of actors, not the words of voters. Now, not to pull them up on this, but I'm pretty sure actors are voters. Having just come out of the theatre community, I felt a little hurt by that, I suppose. I mean, can you imagine it? Or what's the reasoning for that? You know, if you sit down and say, okay, Mr. Actor Man, you've played Macbeth and Macbeth, King Lear in King Lear, you've been in The Importance of Being Earnest, and Hairspray, so you're quite clearly an actor, therefore you are not allowed to vote in, or indeed have any say in the future direction of this country's policies. But why? Asked Mr. Actorman, and well, according to Tony Abbott, I mean, the only reason I can think of would be, well, you spend so much time pretending to be somewhere else that, you don't spend enough time here in the reality of Australian society to have a say in it. I am, of course, being flippant and a little devil's advocate-y. I have spoken about carbon tax and Tony Abbott before, and I would refer you to that video back in the past. Again, I don't like talking about politics, but it's so interesting sometimes. I just thought it was an interesting point that could you take that point further in a more literal sense and say that actors aren't actually allowed to vote, perhaps. Anyway, that's all for today. I'm getting back on the bike. Hopefully the next ones will be better. But I will speak to you all soon. I hope you've enjoyed this, and it is very good to actually have some free time to do this sort of thing. Okay, until we next speak, ta-ra!